Hey guys, Juanita here, CEO and founder of Solid Rock Consulting, where we implement technology, optimize the technology that companies currently have in place, and build better workforce management teams. So recently, someone asked me, hey Juanita, how do I know that I'm ready for a contact center? You talk a lot about workforce management and contact center operations. How do I know I'm ready for that? And, so I'm a tech baby, I'm a contact center junkie, and it actually challenged me to think, and I challenged them actually. um, and my challenge to them was, well, do you have customers contacting you? And they said, well, of course, I'm a business. I said, well, you're actually already a contact center, right? So think about that. If you already have customers contacting you, interacting with your business, you likely are already a contact center. Now, you may be a contact center of one because you're a solopreneur, or you may have a small team of 5, 10 individuals that you may be an insurance agency or a law firm, or some kind of retail business where you have maybe one location with a few people in there and they need to answer the phones. If customers are contacting you, you already are a contact center. You just simply have not scaled to include all of the technology that may include, or include all of the processes, or have a full on, 50 seat, 100-seater, 300-seater contact center. But you have the model, right? And so you're already talking to customers. And so my challenge to them was, you actually are already a contact center. How you know you're ready to scale is really the question that they were essentially asking me. Juanita, how do I know I'm ready to scale to include all of the technology that you talk about, or to include all of the processes that you talk about, include all of the people that you're talking about, include the workforce management piece? How do I know I'm ready for that? And the answer to that, I think, is simple. You know you're ready for that when you have so many interactions from customers that you need visibility into that data. I don't know how many customers are contacting me on email or chat or phone or social media. And I need insights into that because that drives my business decisions. When you have that many interactions, you likely are ready for the contact center to scale, right? When you need visibility into the data, when you have multiple locations, I think that's imperative that you kind of really transition and scale, and include that workforce model and that contact center model in a scalable way, because you have multiple locations. Which means if you have multiple locations, you probably have employees in multiple sites that need to be able to transfer calls. They need to be able to send that data over to the CRM tool or whatever that is. And then third, the think about the employee experience. When we have employees that can't see the data, they can't access information about the customer, or they are lacking the information that they need to best serve the customer, then they're frustrated. And when they're frustrated, then the customer doesn't get the best customer experience. And so I think you have three things you have to consider when we're thinking about how we want to, or when we're ready to scale to that contact center model. And that is, I need visibility into my data. I have multiple locations, and I have multiple employees that I want to improve their experience so that they are armed with the information that they need to have a better customer experience. I don't want my customers waiting on hold for long periods of time. I don't want my customers talking to my employees that don't have the right information. I don't want calls not being handled, or emails not being responded to, or chats being dropped. I don't want that experience for my customer. And if that's not the experience that you want for your customer, then you're ready to scale to a contact center. Uh, so those are my thoughts on that. She really challenged me to think about that in a different perspective. Because when we think about contact center, we think that we have to be this big conglomerate, right? We have to be this big Amazon and Facebook and United Healthcares. That's what we think about traditionally when we think about contact center. That's not always the case. If you have customers that are contacting you daily, you need that visibility into that data. You have multiple locations, and multiple employees that need to communicate seamlessly. then you're definitely ready to scale. You have those core components that make you need to scale. So those are kind of my thoughts. I'm sure I would love to hear your feedback. Some of the gurus that have been working in contact centers, love to hear your feedback on those thoughts. What do you think? Well, hopefully this was insightful to you. Catch some of my other talks. Juanita Coley here, signing off. Bye.